So one of the biggest surprises out of the live stream was the Summon Symbiote is coming back to game. I got lots of kind of like past love of the modes that the champions put in. 2023, Null's Void. Does anybody remember that? No, you don't. Well, some people do. And then 2 years prior with, wow, I made thumbnails like that, by the way. That's a mess. Cosmic Horror. Cosmic Horror was, it's been one of my favorite ever pieces of content that Kabam put out, and it was good to see that that champion is coming back. Now, some might say he never went away. Yeah, that's right, he didn't go away. So I'm a little bit kind of, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, so he's back, you can play him. And yeah, like Kabam did say in the live stream that you'll be using the Steve. For those that don't know why he's called Steve, like he was called Lil Steve for a time. There was this big kind of like fan fiction made of him, and he got the name Lil Steve. There's no kind of like, that's probably the closest to a TLDR, because otherwise I've got to explain the semantics around it. And basically, it's internet for the sake of being internet and playful name. People have a lot of affection for the character. It was something quirky and different. Internet for the sake of internet. So just to point out something, like this new incursion style event with the 3 stars, the Symbiote champions, this doesn't start until Wednesday the 15th of October. So there's some time to kind of prepare for this. And I've got some questions, and hopefully they're going to be answered in this one. So the regular incursions is a post Fantastic Four saga, okay, and ends on the 4th of November. All right. The 3 stars, because you do use 3-star symbiote champions, will be provided to you. So Kabam have said bring in Summon Symbiote as well as 3-star symbiotes. This will be provided to the summoner when the event starts. Now, again, there's always more questions with this on this. Incursion 1, we're focusing on making Summon Symbiote the strongest champion as possibly can, similar to the previous events. And also, there's some interesting hacks. This comes in the form of a variety of hacks to ensure that he has the tools to deal with anything that may encounter Symbiote sector. Some hacks are enhanced to his abilities, some hacks are focused on utility effects, such as Grit to counter Unstoppable, or Immunity to reverse controls, and other focus on protecting him. So that's going to be good and hopefully fun. Fun is the main thing. Your Summon Symbiote will need PV charges to unlock more powerful abilities. Kind of plays into the champion, because the champion does have those kind of like pre-fighty type things, or persistent charges leading to stuff. Similar to, I assume it's like it's taking this right here, the Devour, Infect, Adapt, Leech, Enrage, and Annihilate, and all the kind of like how the abilities work with it, in that you can grab health, you can grab X, Y, or Z, and of course be beneficial, and all those particular nice and positive things. And if by magic Kabam actually lower down, like put that in there, these are the abilities of Summon Symbiote. We've already gone over them and what they benefit the champion, whether or not you are spending your PV charges and how you use it. What's the best ones to grab? It's not really any best one. I think when we did this last time, it was good to kind of like scatter them about. I'm of a different ilk. I like to do more power up front, damage up front, and then focus on leeching to keep the champion sustainable and have survivability. But again, that's just like how I set up. We'll cover that when the content is actually released, but you can definitely see a lot of value in switching up on what you grab. And definitely if you're going up against champions that you want to steal their power, then yes, if a champion builds a lot of power quickly, then yes, this would be this is a good option. But I'm always about adapt and grabbing the Fury buff, and I'm all about trying to maybe stagger, but again, it's like it's circumstantial, isn't it? You may find like a cosmic champion in defense that you might want to steal a buff from, for example. Each ability has 3 levels, which enhances the potency of the evolution. Yeah, we know about them. It's similar to last time. Each level costs the same amount of PV charges. You can only invest in each evolution once per fight. Once you enter a new fight, you can reinvest the same evolution if you want. These last the entire incursion run. Okay, cool. The boss hacks can be found here. they're a bit, looks like they're a little bit different. Boss hacks for the Summon Symbiote. So he gets debuff enhancement, poison, and bleed. I think once you ramp up something on the champion and he does his poison, it's actually really potent. So that's good. Something there for him. And the same thing with like block proficiency. Again, sustainability, survivability, the latter points of the fight, armor rating there, and the potency of attackers. Furies, which we all know needs to be strong, because we said about adapt. You choose adapt. This one right here, right there in the center, and that is going to give you your fury buff. And of course, you want that to be as potent as possible, and bypasses opponent's physical and energy resistance, which again, super important for doing as much damage as possible. The common hacks. Oh, interesting. True Sense boost. The attacker gains indefinite True Sense buff. So he gets his counters. He gets his immunity. And immunities there, immunities there, immunities there, immunities there. Nice. So basically, it's a one-man wrecking machine. Unstoppable counter there. Yep. Okay, I like that. And there's also a few others as well. A few boosts around the actual evolutions of the champion. Like I just mentioned, adapt, boost, adapt, leech, and enrage, all that stuff. So he kind of gets it. He can get more of it then, I guess. So it becomes like common hacks he can pick up to kind of do the same, or not as part of the like abilities grained into the champion. Interesting. There's some weird stuff, but some good weird stuff. There's also health boosts on various different zones. Okay, again, nice. Then to further specialize the incursions run, we have given some symbiote synergies that work only for the incursions mode. These 8 symbiotes, as well, fully ranked Summon Symbiote, will be given to you in game. I should synergy see how you can specialize Summon Symbiote. So I guess that you could you go to pick your team. Maybe would you switch it out? I don't know. Most of them are critical rating, true accuracy. I think the one with Red Goblin could be quite good for true accuracy, because then it becomes an auto block and evade counter. So that's nice. But if you want damage, then the one with Venom, I think Venom might be a good pair up. Critical hits inflict bleed debuff, dealing 50% attack rate. Yeah, okay, cool. Sustainability, survivability, Venom the Duck. Venom the Duck, I think, has cross fights or persistency. So again, regeneration buff and that champion paired with it might be a good shout. But oh, I do like the idea of Scream, but the block proficiency. I like being upfront with damage, and I'm more in the line with kind of like Summon Symbiote, Venom, and Venom the Duck. But Symbiote Supreme, man. Symbiote Supreme. Because it's a Mystic, and having a Mystic base option, yeah, might be more tempting. But there you go. Top Zone Duration Extension Take 2. To help summoners ensure they can reach Zone 30 in good time, we've decided to extend the duration of the Top Zone rewards to run the entire 21 days. Okay, that's good. And also the gold. There's a stonking amount of gold. What's that already? Like 12 million. That's added 4 there. That's what, up to 16.8 million. That's over 20 million. That's 23 million. 26, maybe like 28 million could be got from just pushing the full milestones. Crazy. Good though. Kabam sorted out gold a little bit more with the community, so that's positive. Also, the milestone groups. Again, is that more gold? The milestone groups will be as follows. Okay, so I'm not going to read it all through that. But rewards. There's theme zones as well with Null and Agent Venom. Gonna figure out some good counters for those two. Inverted control, reverse control immune actually would be beneficial against Null. And Agent Venom. Yeah, that's going to be another tricky one. But providing you can deal with the frustration around tenacity, I think you'll be all right. Rewards, tier 6 class catalyst, selector 50%, loads of Mysterium. Well, not loads of Mysterium, good amounts of Mysterium. But if that's then 1, 5, and 9, does that mean it's like 3 times the amount of? Yeah, probably 3 times the amount of there, 4,500. And the side quest selector. 7,000, sorry, 3,000 7-star hero crystal shards times the 3, so that's 9,000 plus the amount of Mysterium. So there's going to be a lot of Mysterium on offer. So that's something, isn't it? Side quest selector as well for the other zones. Again, nice amount of Mysterium, a nice amount of 7-star shards. And then the side quest selectors here, tier 4 alpha fragments for 13 and 14 zones. And it goes on. It goes on and on. 7-star awakening gem crystal shards, city primordial dust for Valiant players. And then those that no tier 7 basic fragments unless I've skipped past it. There may be like an additional solo event or something like that, but it's interesting to see where the rewards are. It seems very shardy, Mysterium orientated with this, but I can't imagine this is actually being geared as a fun mode as opposed to like a bit of a sweaty mode, unless the tier 7 basic fragments have gone into other side quests, which could be a possibility. But we'll find out more when this releases mid-October. But yeah, that's been it for the video. What are your thoughts on this particular incursion? Are you excited to see the Summon Symbiote come back? I know I am. And of course, do his Summon Symbiote base kind of like magic and fun. Yeah, it's good to see him back. But it's going to be, will it be worth it for the rewards? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.